This time on Rust to Resurrection, we're going to deal with some real rust and do some resurrecting. This is a 1951 John Deere, and during winter storage, it blew a tire, and the tire was calcium filled. That calcium sat on that rim for months. And because of that, we've got some rust that we need to deal with. Now, I've ordered a new tire and it's supposed to be here this week. But before I can put the tire on the rim, I need to get the wheel and the old tire off the tractor and delivered to the tire company. They're going to remove the tire from the rim. Then I need to bring the rim home, figure out how much rust I have to deal with, repair that rust, and then finally bring the rim back to the tire company so they can install the new tire. So the plan is, today, we need to remove that tire from the tractor. Now, I think what's going to make this really fun is this tire and rim hasn't been off this axle shaft in over 20 years. So for the last several days, I've been soaking these nuts in this axle shaft with WD-40. So hopefully today, when I go to loosen the nuts, they'll come off easily. And when I get the tractor jacked up, hopefully the tire and rim will slide easily off that axle shaft. Let's loosen up these nuts, jack up the tractor, and see how this thing all goes. All right, so you know how that old saying goes. Whatever you think it's going to take, just double it, and that's the actual time. Now I've done this before, and I really thought I was going to get an hour into this, and I've been at it for 2 hours, and this rim was so rusted onto that shaft that it just took a lot of extra effort to get it off. So the next thing I've got to do is I've got to get it rolled up on my trailer, and that way tomorrow I can drop it off at the tire store so they can pull that old beat up rubber off the rim. All right, it's starting to get dark out here, but before I strap this tire down, I want to show you the rust hole that's causing me all the problems. And what makes this particularly difficult is it's right where the valve stem goes. So come on over and I'll show you the deal. All right, so the split was up here and the valve stem was over here. So the problem is when the tube and the tire split, all that calcium chloride ran from where the split was down to the bottom where the valve stem was and pooled right around that valve stem. So consequently what it did, it left this huge rust hole right around the valve stem. So as soon as I get this tire off, I'll be able to find out how much damage the calcium did to the rim. Now I'm hoping that because the rim was above the tube and the tire, that there's not much pooling that got up into this main rib, so that in the end I'm not going to have more to repair than just around the valve stem.